Hello, my HCG family. It's me, Jessica. Today I got a big goose egg. I have a few theories. I tried magnets for the first time, so I don't know if I'm one of the ones who can't handle that. I also didn't get enough water. What were my other theories? I did sleep okay. Also I ate my second meal pretty late because I forgot to eat my second meal. So let me share with you something. When you are at your right dose, and you shouldn't be hungry. And I've been drinking coffee a lot lately, and I've never been much of a coffee drinker, but right now it's kind of tasting like dessert because I'm making little kind of mocha-ish drinks. I personally use cocoa powder. I consider it a spice. I think it's okay, but I know some of you um, might not think it's okay. So just watch it with caution. And then flavored stevias, and it is delicious. Um, and the coffee has been acting as a appetite suppressant for me, and to the point where I'm forgetting to eat, which is great because I'm not hungry, but I need to make sure I eat earlier. So, because me personally, you guys have to remember, this is a very low protein diet. It's not unhealthy, but that, I believe, is part of why Dr. Simeons tells us not to stay on longer than 40 days. Um, we are, um, yeah. So the first few days into P3, you need to really up your protein. So I believe you can leave really anything out of the diet um, other than the protein. You've got to make sure you really get your 2 protein servings in on P2. The only time I say that would be okay not to do both proteins is obviously during like an apple day. Um, so, um, let's see, what was I saying? So really get your protein in. But my point is when you dose right, you're not hungry. The other thing too is you might be hungry if you're at the beginning, if you didn't load sufficiently. Um, so really, if you guys who've never done HCG or are about to start loading, really make sure you get your fats in. When I load, I really try to do mostly fat things, and then if there's something I crave or something that is carby with a lot of fat with it, I'll have that. But I personally, I don't want to gain much during my load because you got to lose that too, on top of what you had to lose. So I try to focus on the fats. Um, so I don't really want to talk about it because I don't want to think about all the yummy things I ate during load. Um, but maybe later. Just not in the mood right now. So if you don't load sufficiently, that might be a reason why you're hungry. And then the last thing is, it can be mental hunger, and it can be that you're not used to the empty feeling you feel on HCG. I know the first few days, this round, I wasn't hungry per se, but I wasn't used to my stomach not feeling full all the time, which you're not going to feel on HCG, but there's a difference, and that's one thing that I think is great about HCG is that you learn what true hunger is, and you get to learn how to differentiate between cravings and mental hunger and true physical hunger. So it's a great learning process. Um, Now I want to share with you, I am reading a book called The Beck Diet Solution by Judith S. Beck. You can purchase it on Amazon. I personally got it at Borders last Christmas. It was on major clearance sale when I purchased it, and I knew I wouldn't read it right away, but I wanted to get it because I heard it was good, and it was $2.99. So finally, last month I pulled it out when we went camping. That's when I really get my reading done, and it is um, cognitive therapy. Um, it really works with how your brain thinks, and it's not a diet. It is a diet solution, like she says in the title. Um, it works with the subtitle is something of the sorts of how to think like a thin person. So um, the actual book part is really only about 50 to 75 pages or so. I don't have the book with me, or I would tell you exactly. And then the majority of the book is a day-by-day journal, and like 2 to 3 page reading and a task for the day. And for example, the first day you really write out every single reason why you want to lose weight. The serious reasons, the things that you think are silly, like um, looking good to be at the beach. I wrote, gosh, I don't even know how many. I wrote a ton of reasons, and you're supposed to read it twice a day, every day here on out. I am doing it coinciding with my VLCD, so I will finish when I'm done with my 40 days of VLCD, and I'm excited about it. I personally have really struggled in P3, and I've had a lot of scratch rounds. This is my, um, let's see, I call this round 4, but I've really done actually more attempts. This is probably the 6th or 7th time I've restarted the diet, or I've started the diet. I didn't always get through all the days, and a lot of times I gained my weight back. Sorry, I am seeing a mouse. If my eyes wander. So that is not saying that HCG doesn't work. It works, and it works incredible. But the key part of this diet is to make sure you stabilize. Make sure you do P3 and P4 correctly. Make sure you take control of if you go over the 2 pounds immediately. A lot of the times when I gained my weight back, I wasn't weighing in every day. I was depressed and not wanting to know. Or I was having a bout of the screw-its. So it's it's been a year since I first tried HCG. I don't know the exact date, um, but it's been a year now. Um, I started at the same time that Jenny, our lovely HCG Blonde Ambition, did, and look at her now. She's at her goal, and I'm not. And that bums me out a little bit, and I'm not taking away her success at all. I am so proud of you, Jenny. But I wish I could be there with her, and I'm not bumming out on myself because I continue to grow every day, and I'm a person that sometimes it's hard to admit, but I have to learn from mistakes. And I wish I didn't have to make those mistakes to learn, but hey, it's a journey, and mine's just a little bit bumpier than others. But my resolve is amazing. And that brings me back to this round. I am only on day, jeez, I just counted and I lost my, so it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm on day 13 today, and I've already had 3 cheat days. Yeah. The day would start out great, and then stuff happened, and I blame a lot of that on Tom. But you know what? There's a lot of people that I mean, most of you get through Tom without cheating. And that's a reminder to really make sure you start your round after Tom. Dr. Simeon says make sure you get you have at least 10 days before. So those are some things I'm thinking about. I have cheated, but you know what? I just picked myself up, dusted myself off, and continued on. And yes, 2 times after, I did the same thing. But now I've had 3 days straight with no cheating, and the rest of this round, I have the intention of not cheating, and if something happens, I will continue back on. Because if I were to give up, that is stupid. I would not be listening to my goals, listening to what I truly desire. And yes, I need to read my reason cards a lot more often, and that would probably help me. But I'm gonna do it, and I'm learning, and yeah. And I just want to do a short addendum. Um, a lot of you guys asked me and encouraged me throughout the summer to vlog, and there are a handful of reasons. First of all, this last year I was borrowing Roy's laptop, which has a built-in webcam, and that made it millions times easier for me to vlog, and he needed it back, and so that was the major reason, just because of convenience. And I had a few downers who said some things that hurt me, and I was just really tired, and I was already having a tough round, and I said, screw it. If you think I'm a cheater and I'm a loser for not always being successful, I'm not going to vlog. And I had some people really harp on me for having videos that aren't that great because I use this webcam. But you know what? There's a ton of other people who don't have like movie quality vlogs. So yeah, it was a tough summer, and I was in school. And I'll talk about that another time because this vlog is ridiculously long. But yeah, I was watching your vlogs. I did cut down on some of the vlogs just because time-wise, but yeah. I'm sorry for you guys for disappearing and hiding in my hole, but I'm back, and I'm probably not going to vlog daily, even though this is the second day in a row, but just really felt like talking to you guys, and I'm at Roy's house. That's why this scenery is a little different. What was I saying? Oh, and that's why it's easier for me to vlog, but I will borrow my mom's flip every few days and say hi. Alright, I love you guys all. I totally lost my train of thought. I love you. Keep kicking butt. Stay on track, and if you slip up, just get back up, and send me a message or anything if you need any help or encouragement or whatever. I am more than willing. I love you guys all, and continue to rock protocol, rock P3 if you're there. Continue to stabilize, and if you're out in the woodworks and you're gaining, take control of it now. You can do it. I love you. I love you. I love you. Bye. Kisses.